Good morning, sunshine. So, I figured let me just give you guys a quick video. Basically, I want to give you guys a quick little perfume Valentine's Day perfume gift guide video. So yeah, I'm just coming from uni, and I figured let me just swing by Selfridges right quick. I'm going into the store right now. I'm literally standing right in front of the store. I don't want to go in filming just yet. I'm probably gonna have to do a voiceover for you guys because copyright, guys, copyright. And yes, I'm barefaced, dry as hell. Literally ran out and didn't even put my earrings in, so I'm like really dry this morning, you guys. But focus on the content. I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 Valentine's perfume gift guide. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, let's get into Selfridges. All right, guys, so I know I actually said I was gonna be giving you guys my top 10 Valentine's Day perfume gift guide, but instead I'm gonna be giving you guys my 20 Valentine's Day fragrances that I think are absolutely beautiful selections to give someone or to be gifted on Valentine's Day. So please bear with me, you guys. We're going to be going for 20 as opposed to 10, but do stick and stay and hang in there. If you guys are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video, if you're loving my content. And of course, for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. So the first fragrance I'm going to be telling you guys about is Kylie Eden Juicy Apple. Now this fragrance is a fresh, citrusy, fruity, berry-like fragrance which is focused around a sweet, juicy red apple note. It also features some wild berries, some raspberry, jasmine with some sugary notes, musk and vanilla. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance from Kylie. It's just a very pleasant fragrance, very girly, a little flirty, very cheerful scent. Just a very refreshing, fruity fragrance that I think somebody would be absolutely delighted to be gifted on Valentine's Day. So that's my first fragrance that I would like to recommend for you guys. The second fragrance is none other than Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Now this is a sweet, warm, creamy, spicy cherry vanilla fragrance. It actually reminds me of the red peppermint chiclets that we used to eat when we were younger. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those chiclets, but the scent of this fragrance, it doesn't exactly go into a minty direction, but instead it has a nice spicy warm kick to it that carries off the sweetness and the creaminess in this fragrance. This is just an absolutely beautiful scent, you guys. I think any woman would be absolutely delighted to be gifted this fragrance on Valentine's Day. So Tom Ford brought out 3 new fragrances and I was completely unaware. The first fragrance I'm telling you guys about is Rose de Rossi. So now this fragrance, it features in the top notes, we have some white pepper, rose in the heart, and in the base we have some woodsy notes and some leathery notes. To my nose, this fragrance smells like a fresh, dusty, earthy rose scent. It actually smells like it has a very heavy dose of vetiver in the base. It has an earthiness to it and it comes off like a dusty, fresh rose. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. The second fragrance from the trio is Rose de Chine, and this one features top notes of Chinese peony, rose in the heart, and base notes of myrrh and labdanum. This smells like a soft, sweet, a little powdery, fresh rose scent. The powdery touches in here smells a little lipsticky and comes off like a cosmetic powdery scent. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is just an overall a fresh, powdery, sweet, a little bit cosmetic smelling type of perfume. This is beautiful, you guys. This one, in my opinion, is my absolute fave, and I think any lady lucky enough to be gifted with this fragrance for Valentine's Day, she would be definitely impressed with this fragrance. The third of the 3 fragrances that Tom Ford just released is Rose d'Amalfi. Now, this one features pink peppers, Indian mandarin and bergamot in the top, rose in the heart, and some heliotrope and almond in the base. This smells like Campari. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this alcohol or liquor. To my nose, it smells like a dry, fruity, citrusy, a little bit bitter with a hint of sweetness and some powderiness to this fragrance. This is an interesting scent. It definitely smells like Campari, but the most beautiful take on Campari, in my opinion. All in all, these three fragrances are absolutely beautiful offerings from Tom Ford. Definitely ideal for a special Valentine's Day present. Next, we have Love Tuberose by Amouage. Now, this is a creamy, florally smelling fragrance. It smells like lotion and has a very creamy tuberose note to it. This is a fragrance of love, like the name implies. The smoothness of this fragrance just yells femininity. It smells elegant, it's beautiful. I think this is the most absolutely perfect fragrance to give that special someone on Valentine's Day. Next up, we have Orianna by Perfumes Demali. Now, this is a soft, a little bit creamy, powdery, florally smelling fragrance with the essence of marshmallow. It's very soft, very pleasant, definitely a very toned down lightness of Love Don't Be Shy. So, if that marshmallowy, honeyed sweetness from Love Don't Be Shy was a bit overwhelming for you, then definitely go for this fragrance. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance that any woman would be excited to be gifted with on Valentine's Day. Next up, we have Bond number 9. Now, this is a soft, lotion like, not very sweet floral fragrance, a little understated in my opinion, very elegant smelling perfume. This is a very inoffensive floral fragrance that's definitely ideal for all year round. There are some fruity notes in this fragrance, but I don't smell any fruity notes at all, to be honest. But this is a very understated, beautiful floral fragrance. I think this would make an absolutely beautiful gift for Valentine's Day, especially for somebody who's just getting started with Bond number 9. Next, we have Madison Avenue by Bond number 9. Now, this fragrance is a little sweeter, a slightly more florally fragrance than the previous Bond number 9. This fragrance has some apples, some blackberries, and some praline in the opening. You do get some praline in this fragrance, but in very small doses. In my opinion, this fragrance kind of concentrates on the florally elements in this perfume with a hint of sweetness from the praline. It's quite smooth, very soft. This is overall a beautiful fragrance. Definitely a perfume I would consider an entry-level fragrance into the Bond number 9 scents. But this would definitely make a beautiful Valentine's Day present to gift someone or to be gifted on Valentine's Day. Now we're down to my number 10th fragrance for Valentine's Day, and this fragrance is none other than Juicy Flowers by Mancera. Now, this is a sweet, fruity, florally, a little leathery, punchy, beautiful fragrance. Maybe I'm biased because I just love Mancera, but this is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. This is exciting. This is definitely a special offering from Mancera, you guys. So if you guys are looking to get into Mancera, or if you're familiar with the brand, Juicy Flowers is a go. It's a yes, you guys. This is a beautiful perfume, and I think any woman would be definitely delighted to receive this fragrance for Valentine's Day. Next, we have Burberry Hall, you guys. This is a sweet, candied, strawberry-like fragrance, a little fruity and a hint of creaminess. Overall, this is a beautiful fragrance, you guys. I'm probably the only person who doesn't have any of the Burberry fragrance in her collection, but if you're like me, you would be delighted. You'd be pleasantly surprised to receive this fragrance on Valentine's Day. This is a beautiful, simple yet memorable fruity fragrance from Burberry, you guys. This is a love. All right, you guys, now we're down to number 12, and number 12 is Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Now, this fragrance surprised me. Once again, I'm probably the only person who doesn't have any of the Carolina Herrera fragrances in my collection, but this is a citrusy, fruity fragrance with some very prominent fruity notes jumping out at you. There's some lychee and some red currant in the opening with some rose and vanilla, you guys. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a very likable good girl, you guys. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance that anybody would definitely be happy to receive on Valentine's Day. And of course, it's red like the color of love, you guys. And these heels are a lot more striking than I thought, you guys. So this is Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Next, we have Rose Goldia by Bulgari. And this is another fragrance, another brand that I'm not that familiar with, and I don't really have, well, not that I don't really have. I don't have anything from Bulgari in my collection. But this fragrance is a fresh, fruit-infused, floral water-like fragrance. It's pretty, very pleasant, smells sophisticated, like a very understated woman who just loves to smell good. It's not a very playful scent, but it's beautiful. It's an exciting fragrance despite its simplicity, but this is definitely a beautiful fragrance to be gifted on Valentine's Day. It's suitable for all year round, very office friendly, and it's definitely good for, spring and summer. But it's an everyday worthy fragrance that, in my opinion, would make a beautiful offering for Valentine's Day, you guys. Next, we have Spring Flower by Creed. Now, this is a soft, sweet fragrance that smells like lavender to my nose, but there's no lavender in this fragrance. Instead, this perfume opens up with some apple, melon, and peach, and in the heart, there's some jasmine and rose, and in the base, there is some musk and ambergris. Now, this is a soft fragrance, but it is soft in blend, not in smell. It is a true spring fragrance. Think of light pastel colors, mostly purple, blue florals, nothing harsh or citrusy. And this is not just like your ordinary, just fresh, clean scent. What comes to mind? This is like a white linen dress on a cool day. It's a little bit sunny. And overall, this fragrance just gives off a really pleasant smell and feel to it. Like the name implies, spring flowers, this fragrance literally captures the essence of spring florals, you guys. This is a beautiful fragrance, and this would make an absolutely beautiful Valentine's Day present. Next, we have Royal Princess Oud by Creed, and this is a fresh, lightly sweetened, soft, powdery floral fragrance. What comes to mind is botanicals. It is a nice, soft blend of lightly sweetened florals. It is a little classy, very pleasant, very pretty. This is not just a boring, floral scent. It is not a unique smelling fragrance, but overall, this is another beautiful offering from Creed that will make a beautiful present for Valentine's Day, and a definitely an ideal selection to pull out for the upcoming spring season, you guys. So this is Royal Princess Oud by Creed. So now we're down to number 16, and this next fragrance is Twilly or Ginger by Hermes. Now, this is a fresh, citrusy, bright, airy ginger fragrance. You definitely get the spices in here mixed with those florally notes, and it actually smells like it has some peppers in here, even though they only list Chinese peony, ginger, and cedar. This is actually a beautiful fragrance, you guys. It's fresh, it smells invigorating, it smells clean. This is overall a beautiful, fresh, spicy fragrance with a hint of sweetness, you guys. I was blown away by this scent. The eeriness in this perfume is just so captivating, you guys. I know this perfume wasn't that well received, but I think you guys need to try it again. You need to check this fragrance out again because Twilly or Ginger is so beautiful, you guys. Next, we have Elixir de Maviel. Now, I do hope I pronounced that name properly, but if I didn't, please excuse my French, you guys. I'm not French. But this fragrance is a spicy, sweet, fresh, airy fragrance. It smells a little clean. It smells like an elixir. It actually smells like the oil concentration in here is a little bit high. It's not that transparent and it's not a very light fragrance despite being so fresh, you guys. This is a beautiful perfume, you guys. It's a beautiful, spicy, fresh fragrance that's very much enjoying. And I think this would make a beautiful Valentine's Day present, especially as we're going into spring in a month's time. But for some reason, people are already talking about it, so why not? This would be a beautiful fragrance to give somebody for Valentine's Day. Next, we have Black Opium Extreme. Now, this fragrance has a mild resemblance to the original Black Opium DNA. It smells like a light coffee fragrance with some sweetness from the vanilla. It smells a little bit creamy. When I smelled this fragrance, it actually smelled as if it had some fruity notes in it. It doesn't have any fruity notes, but it does, however, has some jasmine sambac and orange blossom in the heart with some bourbon vanilla and patchouli in the base. It smells like a lightly creamy coffee latte with some strawberry milk to me. This is beautiful, you guys. I think it's a beautiful addition to the Black Opium range. I don't have any Black Opium in my collection, but this one right here, this would make an absolutely beautiful Valentine's Day present and definitely a beautiful addition to anybody's collection, you guys. Next, we have La Calnoir by the Christian Dior Private Collection. And this is a fresh, fruity, floral, mature smelling fragrance. There's definitely a touch of sophistication and classiness to this fragrance. It opens up with some sweetness, and then the sweetness quickly slips away and leaving nothing but florals. The florals are beautifully done. It definitely smells expensive. This fragrance is definitely an all year round scent. It is absolutely beautiful, you guys. The scent profile itself isn't that unique, but the feel of this fragrance, it smells expensive. It smells like expensive, fresh, fruity florals, you guys. The fruitiness in this perfume, it literally smells like a dash of juice from the fruity notes. And overall, this is just a beautifully clean, sophisticated, classy floral fragrance with a hint of sweetness from the fruity touches in this fragrance. This is an absolutely beautiful creation from Christian Dior, and any woman would be through the moon to receive this beautiful, sophisticated fragrance on Valentine's Day. Last but by no means least, we have Coromandel by Chanel, you guys. And this is a dusty, dark, a little bit dirty, earthy, powdery patchouli fragrance with some richness from the dark chocolate in this fragrance. The chocolate smells like it's mixed with vetiver, but there isn't any vetiver in this fragrance. There is some incense and some woody notes giving off some very strong earthy tones, you guys. And in the midst of all this depth, this fragrance is quite sweet and powdery, very dark and very different, you guys. It's also a really strong fragrance. This is an absolutely beautiful perfume, you guys. It's not very much talked about, but this is a masterpiece. It's a very bold fragrance. Like I said to you, it's dark, it's very dusty and quite earthy. And there's some powdery elements with the sweetness from the chocolate. This is beautiful. Someone actually described this fragrance as mature. It is, in fact, a mature smelling fragrance, but they said it's more suitable for old people. You know, Chanel just always gets insulted with their creations. People tend to associate Chanel fragrances with older folks, I guess because of how long the brand has been around. I do think this fragrance smells quite mature. I don't think it's for old people, but definitely for somebody within their, you know, early 30s, or should I say late 20s up until their 40s. This fragrance would be very suitable. It's not very versatile, but this is a very classical fragrance, just like everything else from Chanel. Classical fragrance, but a beautiful, strong one nonetheless. And there you have it, you guys. These are my top 20 Valentine's Day fragrances that I most definitely recommend as gifts, to be gifted and to, to gift somebody else with. Any of these selections would make the receiver absolutely happy, you guys. Beautiful selections that I came across today. So I do hope you guys made it to the end of this video. If in fact you did, please give me a very big thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. Hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified every single time I upload. For those of you who are my returning subscribers, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I do hope you guys have really big plans for Valentine's Day. If in fact you do, please tell me all about it. Do enjoy and make sure you guys are treated very special and spoiled for that Valentine's night, you guys. Bye. See you in my next video.